Afternoon, everyone. This is Tony from our Alabama homestead. Yes, I'm going to do that video today. I hope I finally adjusted the lighting on my camera. I do have some lighting in this room which I had disassembled, and I played with my camera and I thought that I could make it work without setting up the lights, but I can't. So I've reset them up and hopefully this works. Now I have been focusing on acquiring and actually just sorting through some of the things I have here to take down south to Alabama. I have so many things here. I mean, I have books. I have a box of books that I have not even unpacked there because there is no place to unpack it yet. But working more on kitchen items at this point, and I have put together one milk crate of pint jars. Anyway, I did go to the flea market again this morning, thrift shop, and I did find another little milk crate, and I love these things. They're very strong, small. They've got handles on all sides, and you can just about put in, well, you know, small items in them. And I use them mainly for my mason jars. You know, once upon a time, many years ago, they used to actually sell mason jars in cardboard boxes that had flap lids, so they were totally enclosed. These days you don't get that anymore, and you get just a little cardboard base and with plastic wrap over the top. So some of us, you know, I mean, those last so long, the cardboard does, and depending on where you live, like here, it isn't an issue for me because the building is maintained. We don't have any pests here. But if, you know, even at Alabama Homestead there, mice can get in, and they will go for anything that's cardboard. And by the way, when we first got the place, there were definitely mice droppings in there. That place had been empty for 4 years. It had been abandoned. And what was it, peppermint? I believe it was peppermint that I used. Works amazing. Anyway, I have some, I actually purchased some things that had that scent. And then I bought some actual oils, and I have not seen any, you know, we used to catch the mice. Like Mark would set a trap and we'd catch a mouse, and he'd set a trap and we'd catch a mouse. And finally I just got fed up with that, and yes, the peppermint actually works. It works amazingly. So I highly recommend it if you have issues with mice and other critters. But anyway, so cardboard, you know, you try to eliminate cardboard as much as possible. But these little crates, these little milk crates, I find are extremely useful for packaging things. And I will be taking more than just mason jars. Let me just go through some of this, show you. This new little crate is one that I have just purchased today. And what am I going to put in here? I definitely have mason jars, but I also have my china that I wanted to bring. Now I have a full set. Let me just see if I can show you this set here. I have a gorgeous set of china that I picked up at a very good price, and it is a Royal Dalton product. They don't make them anymore. And the pattern is called Fontainebleau. Fontainebleau. Anyway, I've had it packed and unused, and today I've decided that this set is going down with me, and it's staying down there. So, yeah. So that is one of the things that I have bubble wrapped in between each layer. Just a little sheet so that they're not pressing against each other. And wrapping in this cloth. Now, that's to protect them. So I've got a few of these dishes there already, and I actually became spoiled using them, so I'm bringing the rest of them down. And it's, I believe it was a set of 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I brought 3 of them down there. And now the rest are going down. A couple of mason jars. I have 3 of these. They're 1.5 wide mouth, and they are perfectly awesome for pickling. They're very, very good for that. So how many of these? I have 3 perhaps that I will take with me. Yeah, that works, but I do want to wrap that in something. The first thing I'm going to put in the bottom are 2 cast iron loaf pans. And yes, they fit there. Then I'm going to put one of these mason jars in the loaf pan and another one beside it here. I also have, what else do I have that can go in here? A box of candles that I picked up. It can certainly go in here. Okay, I have a jar of active dry yeast that is unopened. It still has the plastic ring on the surface, even though you can't see it. It is apparently well past the due date. Either that or package date. It doesn't say due date, but it does give me a date here. Oh yes, best before, BB. March 31st, 2022. But it's never been opened, so I am going to, and I do have a full pack here that I use here, so I'm going to pack that in there, and hopefully it'll be good. Another item that I decided to take with me is a sewing kit. It's not really a sewing kit, but it's a box of threads and needles and a few other things that I've always had kicking around. So perhaps I can pack that in here as well. Now, little dishes here. Little bowls that are going with me, but what might work is getting them down there at the bottom. Yes, that'll work. And I've got 2 more of them here. So, nice and snug. And actually, I think I should just tape this up while I've got the tape here. Make sure that this does not come undone. Didn't think of it a little while ago, but yes, just keeping that. I'm just going to go get my packing tape gun. That should do it. Do the same thing with this one, just because they seem to come undone so quickly. Perfect. Now that'll stay in place. So I've got two mason jars. I've got, and plastic lids. Can't forget those, especially since they'll fit in so easily. Okay. And that crate is packed. I also have this red milk crate packed, and I believe I have 4, 8, 12, 16, actually there's 15 here, so 30, 31, because there's one more at the bottom, so there's 31 in there, and 2 packages of jam jars. So, putting my pile together, oh, there's still more to go. Now this one's pretty heavy, but so far so good. Now, I also have a few other things to bring. I would like to definitely bring my egg containers, so I'll have to pack these up. I'll have to find a box and see what else I want to bring, but these are little egg containers, a hand blender, but these will be packaged up properly, and probably a basket. You know, go pick up my figs. I also have this old quilt that is worn and used that is going down there. Let's see. Yeah, it's worn. It's seen better days, but I'll find a way to make use of it, I'm sure. So that's the beginnings of my stash to take down south. And I also have this strange and unusual, I don't know if it's a wall hanging or a carpet, but it has no backing. And we're not going to put a floor in the bedrooms just yet. So I'm thinking of taking this down as well, and just as a makeshift carpet, just so that I have something on the concrete for a little while. It can act as a carpet. It's not bad. It's either a wall hanging or a carpet, and I'm not sure which it is, but that's the backing. But I'm going to use it as a carpet, so this is going down to Alabama as well. Anyway, we have been keeping an eye on the property through the camera system that we've set up, and I finally decided to have it linked to my cell phone, so that if there's any animal or human or vehicle that traverses a particular camera, I'll get a warning, I'll get a notice on my phone. And yesterday it just literally all the cameras lit up one after another, not immediately, but one after another, and sent me a link. And it looks like the deer, I mean, we have other critters as well, but the deer were having a field day yesterday. They started off at the back where my azaleas are, and they walked around to the side front, and they were pretty much at my deck. And they were nibbling at some of the plants that, well, you know, I probably would have mowed if I was there, but they were nibbling at them. They were eating, and that's what they were doing there. And I know that there's a lot of acorns on the ground, or at least there were. But we also have chipmunks, so I don't think the chipmunks that we have could collect that many acorns, because it was literally, the grounds are littered with acorns there. And anyway, the deer wandered through pretty much all the cameras. I think that there was none that they missed, and there were 2 of them. So they wandered from the side of the house to the front of the house, around the wall that we have there, up the driveway, and up the top where Mark and I park all the time. And then they went back down and back around, and then up not the staircase that I have, but the stone wall. So they walked up there. So they were having fun, and they were munching along wherever they could find something that they were interested in eating. And it's not the first time I've seen deer since we've been gone. Like, we didn't see very many of them while we were there. We thought that they'd abandoned us, but no, they're there. And I know our neighbor has been doing some building. I think he put up a very large workshop or garage. So pretty much at the end of our property and the edge of his, or right on his, but the edge of ours. So he seems to be doing a lot of clearing of his land. So I don't think he's clearing it all. He's got a lot of acreage there, but he's clearing enough that, the deer are probably coming back towards us where it's quiet and there's no people. So that's it for now. They're having fun. I'll give you a little clip shot of a couple of them. And anyway, that's it for today on my Alabama homestead. Not too much is happening. We're not there. We miss it terribly. I found that the worst part is adjusting to each move. It's not so much being here or being there. It's just the first couple of weeks adjusting to the change. Because especially when you're there for months at a time at either place. So we are hoping to get down there end of June for a short trip. And I'll pack as much as I can fit into the car to do that. And then, of course, we'll winter there again. And I've learned what kind of clothing we need a little bit better. And certain things that, that was our first winter there, and it was a learning experience. But we'll adapt as we go along and learn. But things are doing well. I'm looking forward to doing some gardening here. So that'll keep me busy over the next little while. Other than that, there's not that much for me to do here. I go to the thrift shops just out of boredom. But, finding the odd useful thing, like that milk crate, I paid $4 for it. And, they're almost indestructible. And the ones that I've purchased at Home Depot a couple of years back, I paid $10, $11 for them, plus tax. So I suspect they may be in the $15 range now. They may be still $10. I don't know. But if I could find them for $4 and $3 at the thrift shops, I'll buy them there first. Anyway, this is Tony from our Alabama homestead, and we'll talk to you real soon.